Hey guys, Sonia here. Time for another moment with our herbs. Dang. I'm going to take a little bit of a departure from our usual talk, and this time I'm going to talk about sage. Now, most of us know what sage is used for. It's used for cleansing, and it's used for just getting rid of yuck in the air or in the atmosphere. It's great for, for just getting rid of bad energy. That's a better word for it. What most people realize, I think that we always think about this, as sage. And this is sage, and this is wrapped up, and and this is usually the sage that most people buy, and it's great. It's perfect. I love this. I love this. Um, but I just wanted you to be aware that there are other sages, and they're just as good. They, I guess, a good word would be that they draw out other, positive energies, and and they're really beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and get started. But this is the sage we're used to. Okay, you know that sage. But here's another one that a lot of people are not aware of. This is called silver blue sage. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a close up of it. You see that? It's pretty much like a resin. It's this is purely from the plant. This would be the flowers of a sage plant right here. I use this on my altar because I love the way it burns. It's very powdery. It's great to put on charcoal, my pronunciation. But this is silver blue sage. It's got a really wonderful smell. I'm just gonna, as you can say, like always, I put a label here and I put some of the disclaimers on the back. And this is found in the high desert. Basically, this is found where I live. And it's a very sweet aroma. It's not as hard as the stick, but it's still a very strong sage smell to it. It's very pretty. So this is called blue silver sage. See, get close up so you guys can maybe copy it and think about buying some for yourself. Okay, now here's another sage I have. This one is not labeled because this is just the leaves of a sage plant. So you can see it's a little bit coarser than the silver blue sage. See, very coarse. And I put this also on my altar, and I'll take this maybe in my boogity bag, like when I don't want to carry the stick. I like this because it's quick and precise, and it's just sage, just the leaves. It's really kind of nice. Now, here's something that most people don't know about. This one is called Hummingbird Sage. This is a wand. I would use it as a smudge stick, but see, Hummingbird Sage. Now, of all the sages, this one has this really, really sweet smell. I mean, really sweet. Now, the reason why it's called sage is because male hummingbirds are attracted to this, okay? Because basically it's like for a hummingbird that's a male, this is like an aphrodisiac, okay? So when you burn this, it has a sweet honey smell. It's really, really great. Really good. So this is a really quick video, as you can tell. Just a sage video. I'm going to turn my camera around. Hopefully I do this right. And point down. These are the different sages we have. We have our hummingbird sage. We have our leaves from the regular sage that we are familiar with. Our big bundle of, sage that we usually buy in bundles. And our blue silver sage. Okay. Just remember, sage is good for cleansing, getting rid of negative energy. It's a great smell. It does bring calm into a house, a room. I personally burn sage at least 2 or 3 times a week in my house because I like to keep all negative energy away. And, we all have our bad days. Burning sage doesn't make the day better per se, but it sure does make my emotional levels even out. So, in conclusion, there's your sages. I will probably be back in about 5 more minutes to make another video. And that one will be the herb that we are going to be putting in jars and labeling. And oh, real quick, I do want to re-emphasize a couple of books. Once again, the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs from Scott Cunningham. Very good book. I would consider it probably a very good cornerstone book in any Wiccan library. Good book. Also, Now, I know that everybody can find books on herbs for medical reasons. I found this one to be very good. Okay, this is just something I recently picked up, probably about 6 months ago. I think I picked it up around Christmas time, me and my housemate. Anyway, this one is a very good book. I would strongly suggest you get it. I don't know if you can read it, so I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Judy Todd. She is a clinical herbalist. She is a medical herbalist. Anyway, these are home remedies for herbs. I have looked through this book. I use it as a reference book. Very good book. Very in depth. Very pretty precise. Not light reading, but not dry either, which I'm really happy. I'm not really good with dry books. Anyway, I'm going to show you some more books a little bit later. So those are the two books I'm suggesting. Just a suggestion. And I'll be back in probably, I don't know, 5 minutes with another video. Ta-ta.